Next option that you have with wrist control. If you're here, and this applies a lot from guard too. David Loiseau made an art form out of this. If you're here and you're wanting to attack your opponent, again a professional rules fight, I'm holding my opponent's wrist for wrist control, and what I want to do is try to take his wrist down. I like to think of it like I'm trying to take it toward my opposite hip, and meanwhile watch the angle of my elbow here. So when I'm here, I'm literally just using my wrist control to turn his elbow down and throw a looping elbow over. Remember, spiking elbows are illegal. Though rarely called, it is illegal. I can't control my opponent here and just spike elbows down. That's illegal. I can, however, create that looping motion, drive my opponent's wrist down away from his shoulders, and throw my elbow over the top. That works well if I'm in his guard, works well if I'm in the mount. A lot of times if I've been going for an armbar and I'm trying to get a high mount and they're keeping their hands in real tight, I'll try to throw one punch. If they cover up, I'll use this to throw an elbow down. Pull it straight down, throw the elbow. That also sets you up for the armbar scenario. That's another great option that you have. One of the key things that I like to utilize from here is the high mount. And the way that I'll do that is slightly different than a lot of people. Instead of just trying to get a high mount just by crawling up here, I'll actually try to use the elbows or the punches very high up on his body. If it's a submission grappling match, if there's no ground and pound allowed, I set it up a lot with Americanas, because I'll start this Americana, this key lock, and as soon as he goes to protect it, I'll drive one knee up. When that elbow comes up, I'll drive the other one up. Now I'm up top. It works well in MMA as well, but you have the incredible opportunity to, as soon as you get mounted, when you start throwing these punches and these elbows come up, when these elbows are up, obviously they're not touching here where they're supposed to be. So when I'm throwing here, he's got a problem now. He can't block both places at once. Control the elbows and walk straight up. Now I'm literally sitting on his chest, pinching my knees together. Big problem or big mistake people make is they get a high mount and they leave their legs pretty relaxed and wide out, which is great for a base, but he's gonna escape out the back door. I literally want to pinch in like this. Now my opponent has very little that he can do to protect himself. If the guy's going crazy, which is very likely he might be, I'll literally post out. I'll get here and I'll use my chest and I'll just ride it out for a minute until I can use my head on the ground, and then I'll throw punches in from the sides. Or I'll post here, throw my punches, or I'll post here, ride out the aggression for a second, then sit up and throw my elbows. Okay? That's an introduction from the mount position.